Since time began, children have been running around and crashing into each other and enjoying play and sports. It's only more recently that we've started to think through some of the implications of the kind of injuries that children can sustain. Concussion, this serious matter, is actually surprisingly and a bit disturbingly common. 1 in 5 children reach their 16th birthday having had a concussion injury during their lifetime. If we don't look after a child effectively, that prolongs the duration of their symptoms. So something which might normally resolve within 2 weeks might take many more weeks, even months. And over that time, this is a child that can't re-engage with life as they ought. They're not able to attend during school time. They're not able to get their homework done. They're suffering from headaches. Perhaps their development is slowing down for some of the younger kids, but also for the older kids as well. For all the children in Australia that currently do get a concussion injury, only 1 in 5 of those is being brought to be assessed by a doctor. In fact, 1 in 5 of those children is also doing something quite dangerous, and that's being allowed to return immediately, for example, to the field of play or to carry on with their other activities. And those children are now at increased risk of a second and more significant concussion. Many parents feel ill-equipped to know whether their child, 1, has a concussion, and 2, how severe that concussion is. And that is exactly at the heart of an app which has been developed by the Murdoch Children's Research Institute. It's called Head Check, and it's actually a really helpful, pragmatic way. It runs carers and parents through very simple questions about specifically their child in front of them, and then we'll give them a recommendation. The recommendation might be that everything is okay. The recommendation might be, actually, your child sounds like they have a severe concussion. You should be calling an ambulance and getting that child to a hospital. What does help after a concussion is a good 2 days of rest. During that time, we're not closing children off from all activity and all light and all stimulation. What we're saying is, let's do some light exercise. Let's reduce the stimulation on our brain so that's less screen time and less homework. And after that, 2 days of rest and recovery, we're going to have a graded return to school activities, screen time, a graded return to homework. But the one thing we're not going to return to until we've completely recovered, typically 2 weeks, is the field of play. It's really important in all of these discussions that we not lose sight of how positive sport is for Australian children, how positive fun and activities are, even those which could involve a bump to the head. It's good that we have a sense of what is proportionate, what is appropriate, and we do protect our children from bumps to the head. But we can't shut them off from all activity and possibility. And I would encourage all of our families to listen to a message like this and respond by thinking, how could I recognise a concussion in my child, rather than, oh, that's the last time they're ever playing this or that sport.